Welcome, this is Erudite Gamer, and you were watching SCUM. So, where do we leave off? We ran around trying to find stuffs to sell, um, but the priority was finding salt, which I did find some salt, but it was like in the 40% range, 40 to 50%, and that's just not good enough. So, I pivoted and went to. I forgot the saw. So I pivoted and um, and started looking for shit to sell to dig myself out of the debt that I'm in and get me as far away from permadeath as possible. I also found a bunch of throwaway knives, which I'm going to use to build my shelter. But the first thing I need is to build this large log storage. Because when I get to the point that I need to cut down trees for sticks, then that's going to be the point that I'm going to need to have the... Am I still overfed? Shit, by a lot. Okay. Um, that's going to be the point that I need to store. I'm going to put my cleaver away as well, so I can protect its durability. I've got a bunch of cleavers, so it's fine if I would have forgotten, but cleavers are more valuable than the other shit. Right? Right. Once we build this log storage, then I'll be comfortable enough to start working on the actual base. What I'm going to do is, I think I will start with the garage first, because the garage has to be placed somewhat close to the road back over that way. So I think that's the tactic that I'm going to use, is I'm going to build the stuff that has crap that grows nearby first. That way I can keep the foliage that's around my planned building site. So it'll be easier for me to figure out where to place everything. Now what the hell was that? It was already at 9, wasn't it? Okay, it just did an update. Gotcha. Alright. I gotta have something that's close enough to the road and be able to turn around without hitting shit. I really think that that building site is right about here. So, let's get started. Yep, that's close to the road. So, if I drive up in here, I'll have to loop around to the left. But if I drive up to... I drive through that gap right there and approach from this side, I can just drive straight. And the only things that I might destroy by placing shit here are piles of rocks. Yeah, this is acceptable. Is this close enough to a road, though? That's the question. Oh, yeah, the road is like right freaking there. Okay, cool. And it curves over to right about there, so this looks acceptable. Coming out this way may be a little problematic. If I'm in a hyper maneuverable vehicle like the dirt bike, then it's not going to be that big a deal. So that's my thought process on that. I'm just going to build a two vehicle garage. Damn. If I only use a knife, I only get 3 sticks out of it. Alright, I don't know how you guys do things, but here's what I do. So I've got a nice, awesome pile of stuff that I remember where the hell it's at, right? So I go over here, and I build the tallest thing that can be placed anywhere. That makes any sense whatsoever. That way I can mark exactly where it's at. Because when you're base building, you'll end up clear cutting a whole bunch of shit. Right? It's Alt-C, but the last thing I built was that damn bonfire. Okay, for those of you who are new to the game, when you are building, keep a very, very close eye on the durability of your gloves, because that will wear out fast, even with construction gloves on. Shit, did I use the soft? God damn it. This is what I was afraid of. Or not really afraid. That's what I was worried about. Is accidentally using the saw for something other than just cutting the logs. Okay, so that didn't give the logs that I wanted it to give. So we can cut down a tree that's closer. Wait, didn't this give logs? Yes, it gave logs. Okay, good. What's the durability? 80%. Okay, we're good. This is the garage, so I really don't care about these tufts of grass poking through. But for my house, I'm going to be a lot more particular, because that shit just drives me nuts and it pisses me off. I hate it when that shit happens. I don't know why you can't, why the devs can't freaking code it so that when you place a buildable, a blueprint, it just eliminates all foliage underneath it. That would make the most sense, but I've never coded a game before. I don't know how hard that is. Shit, I got 0 carbs now. Already. I was at over 100%. Building just takes a whole lot of energy. I don't think I have anything with high amounts of carbs. I've got a lot of sugar and carbs. Okay, 10 isn't actually a lot, but still. Alright, so let's drink all of this. If my house is going to be over that way, I'm going to want tools and shit to be the entry point as close as possible. So this should be a ramp, and that should be a ramp. There. Okay, so I need 4 more logs. And then I can start working on walls, which, if I remember right, don't require logs. So let's get the freaking saw one more time, and then put its ass away right away. I cannot forget again. That saw is just too valuable. I may have to get into my food stocks and see if I've got anything high in carbs in there. Otherwise, I may have to make a trip into town and fill up on my carbs. I think I will start with the fruit trees that are over there. I'll go over there now. Wait, no. I don't want to get too far away and have those logs disappear or the shit ton of sticks I got. So I should wait until the last moment to do that. Why am I not gaining strength? What in the actual hell? Okay, I'm gaining strength now. Okay, I should be Okay, I am gaining strength. It just didn't look like it earlier. Shit, I do need logs for walls. I don't remember twig walls and needing logs. Alright, let's head this off at the pass. Equip my knife. And I will put all the sharp uses in there all at once. I wonder if I can use the cleaver as an axe. I don't have any... Why? I don't get it. I guess I don't have to, but I don't get it. It's just not updating. Before I go any further, I've got to go visit the fruit trees. Oh. Okay, so this one should be apple. Apple trees empty. This isn't good. We're down to the last freaking tree. Oh no. But I can't let my protein get too low because that's what builds muscle. And apparently the game is struggling with updating numbers now. I don't know why. Oh, we use fat. Well, okay, I know we used fat before, but I mean, we use more fat while there's still protein around than we did before. Because those numbers are not normal. Am I going to burn through my protein before? Yeah, we are burning through... Maybe balancing fat is not as hard as it used to be. So eating that chocolate bar would not have been as detrimental as I thought. See, this is what I'm talking about. I should be gaining muscle because I'm way overweight. See that? So maybe trying for a balanced diet isn't nearly as important as it used to be. Okay, so the carbs still protect the protein. So in order to balance out your fat and everything, you'll still have to run out of carbs. Because, yeah, I'm burning only 1.7 grams per hour now on fat and zero point 0.8 on saturated. But that's because I have carbs now. Because of that chocolate bar. That means those hazelnuts are much more valuable than they were. Oh, maybe I should go back to the grocery store and pick up those hazelnuts. If they're even still there. I wonder what the durability on that soy sauce is. Yes, please. Pick that the hell up. That's a pretty high durability cooking pot. Let's take it and run away. I think I'll hit up garages along the way as well, so that I can repair my... I'm looking for repair kits, or toolboxes, so I can repair my saw. Because I've got 35 uses in one, and one use on the small toolbox. And that's just not going to be enough to build a whole base. Or not what I'm planning on building, how about that? If I fail in finding something in the kitchen on here, I am not going to raid the police station, because that's not what I'm after.
I think it's a friendly face. Nothing I can't push through. It was so peaceful.
Eat shit, guys. Ooh, a tomato. And whiskey. I definitely need to... Oh, I've only got one bleeding injury. That is awesome. What was it? Okay, this has 7 uses. That has 7 uses. There we go. Yeah, that's good. Alright. 1911. And it can be repaired. So, yes, please. Unless it's no longer 30% for repair to full. An assault backpack. I think that's the second highest backpack in the game. Or second best. Equip that. Open inventory. Yeah. This is so good. So good. I think I'll keep this though. To carry or to put food in. Raisins. There's the carbs that I was looking for. Eat all. It's got shit for protein if I remember correctly, but yeah. But it's good on fat. It's low on fat and it's high in carbs. And that's what I'm looking for. You would think a parsnip would have a whole lot more carbs because they're essentially just freaking starchy carrots. I'm keeping that. Another Kruger. Ooh. This Kruger is pretty high in durability as well. I gotta dig myself out of the monetary hole somehow. Ooh. And that means I can actually use the Kruger. Single shot, but I can use it. Is that a chainsaw? That is a chainsaw. Oh, oh. Okay, that's gonna move up the timeline on getting my ass to a trader and selling shit. Because I'm gonna need fuel for this freaking thing, and finding fuel is a pain in the ass. So, I'm glad I have enough arrows. I need. Wait, do I still need batteries? I'm all about the pepper. Ooh, spice mix. I'd like to take the toaster pastries. There. Let's do toaster pastries. I don't need 2 bottles of water. There we go. Now, taking hands. There. If I find salt, though, all bets are off. I'm getting rid of something. Probably a bobby pin box or something. Cherry tree? I think that's a cherry tree. I hear 2. I see 1. Okay, well, I feel a whole lot more accomplished than I have in this entire playthrough because I'm seeing forward progression. I've got my garage started. It's about a third of the way done. And I've got a bunch of shit to sell. There. That's all foodstuffs. So I've got some shit to sell. This is probably going to net me the most money with this as a follow-up. Everything else is just... This is the crowning jewel for today. But I think I'm going to call this episode here. We got a lot done. There's more to do. Alright, so since I'm about to log out, I'm going to destroy these because they're not needed. Everything that I cut from them will be refreshed when I log back in. So, thank you guys for watching. Stay curious, and I will talk to you all later.